Hello, and welcome back to Dragon Quest II. You find me standing outside of the church because it turns out that when I'm wearing a fursuit, I'm not allowed inside. They considered me to be a heretic. So me and Kiirat are just standing outside here, enjoying the nice sunny day in the lovely town of Moonbrooke. And let's go explore more of Moonbrooke. Welcome, wanderers, to fair Moonbrooke. If you make for Moonbrooke, why not tarry here a while on your way? It is surely as my father says, when the heart speaks, let the soul listen, by which he means that we should do as we wish to do. Stay with us a while and play and never leave. Really? Hast thou in thy possession a tombola ticket or two? I do. Tell me about gambling. Pray remember. Then that the tombola is but a diversion. Suffer it not to turn thy head from thy true path. Do you know the person standing next to your gambling stand is suggesting that people don't gamble anymore? You might want to like send some of the roughs after him and or else it's going to ruin your business. Oh, how I wish I might have another try on the tombola. Jesus, kind of children and everything. That's bad. Alright, let's play some tombola bingo, shall we? Pay a visit to one of the world's tombola stands and hand over a ticket for a chance to win prizes. There are 5 ranks of reward. Ultimate, first, second, third, and fourth. Obviously, those are the traditional 5 options. First, second, third, fourth, and ultimate. The higher the rank, the better the prize. Assuming as ultimate is first in the list of ranks that they gave out, I'm assuming ultimate is the lowest. Welcome, friend, to the home of the tombola. Set it a spinning to win all manner of magnificent prizes, and all for the price of a single tombola ticket per spin. Thou might also try 10 spins in succession for 10 tickets. You know, they can't do that. Golden claws. Boomerang. Golden claws would probably be good for me. Boomerang. Dancer's costume. We could put Kiirat in a dancer's costume. Magic water or an antidotal herb. Good to know that the game values antidotal herbs lower than it values magic water. That's interesting. I was gonna say Standover needs to get on top of the woke demonstrator. I know, right? What the fuck? Felicitations, friend! Thou hast bagged thyself a vial of magic water of third-class quality. A fine prize indeed. You cheated. Wilt thou try thy luck? Okay, so I think I got 4th, and the game was like, oh shit, he got the worst prize. Give him 3rd. Yeah, let's go again. Third prize again. Probably shouldn't have spent any. Probably should have held on to my tombola tickets until I could like do a 10 spin, but whatever. Well, that time they let me keep the shitty prize. Kept on hitting A in the hopes that like... Oh, Kiirat can use a boomerang. Neither of us can wear the dancer's costume? Fuck. But yeah, I kept on spamming A in the hopes that, like, because like the first time when the fourth prize got switched out for the third prize, when the machine was like, when the animation of the machine spinning was happening, there was like a flourish with the animation, which I assume indicates that it has a chance of like changing your prize, but I don't know. Of late, the fiends do grow ever more numerous and vicious. Would that soldiers might be sent from Moonbrooke to watch over us? Yeah, I don't think anyone's coming from Moonbrooke, I'll be honest. Though the fiends grow ever more numerous, our home is surrounded on all sides by realms founded by the scions of mighty Erdrick. Surely if anywhere is safe in the world, it is here. You'd think so. I beg your pardon. You are all descended of mighty Erdrick. I once worked at the royal palace. Fancy meeting such luminaries here in the village. I am blessed indeed. I can tell you are of the line of Erdrick as you wear the family fursuit. Dog in the party! We have a dog in the party. Oh, I gotta see the wisdom. I don't have a thief's key yet, do I? No. A little pup, most adorable and good-tempered, did appear in the town a few days ago. I wonder from whence it came.
Many years ago, we of Moonhin were visited by the kings of Moonbrooke, Biddenhall, and Cannock. We all well acquainted, they did seem. A full plain was the friendship between them. It warmeth my heart to look back upon their smiling faces even now.
Mini medal, tight. Oh, you can't go behind the church? Rotten. Where are the soldiers of Moonbrooke who do periodically stop by to see all is well here in Moonaan? We have not heard from them for some time. Should you wish to visit Moonbrooke, you need only journey a short way to the south and west of this place. If you do, pray ask where they have been of late. I hear there's been a fire. Ooh, weapon shop.
I was not made to sail the wave. Nay, the to and fro of the boat doth render me right queasy each and every time.
Journey westward from here and continue ever onward, and in time you will reach a port town of some standing, or so it is said.
So go west, and there will be a port town of some standing. I assume that's that place? Like, that's not a port town. That's not a port town. That's technically a port town, I guess. Oh, this is Alefgard. This is Alefgard. Look, Kiirat, it's Alefgard. Which means the monarch of the mini medal should be like here-ish around by this mountain, but I think that might be him instead. Unless he means this place, which is like very far west. Kiirat, we got another tombola ticket. Have you noticed how those who claim to deal exclusively in items sometimes also trade weaponry and armor? If you have not, perhaps it is time you spend a little more time browsing their wares. I suggest from now on, you inspect every single object on offer from every single merchant. Do not miss the purchase of a lifetime. Greetings. Greetings. Since you found the mini medals in the old world, he probably relocated to a more promising location. Exactly. He was like, well, this place is deficit of fucking mini medals. I might as well live somewhere else now. Look how many wizard staffs I have. I have 4. Not including the one that you're holding. I'm silly with wizard staffs. What do you have? I hear that you sell armor or weapons for some reason. And a shitty knife. That's bamboo pole. That's just a stick of bamboo. You cannot con me into thinking that a stick of bamboo is a weapon. It is said that each realm founded by those of the hero of legends line did receive its own great treasure. In Middenhall, to Middenhall was given the princess's pledge, to Canuck the bottomless pot, to Moonbrooke Ra's very own mirror. What powers do such treasures possess, I wonder? Might they make a person rich beyond their wildest dreams, mayhaps? That's cool. So Kiirat, you got a pot, I got a necklace, and Mystic got the Eye of Ra? Apparently? feel like the two of us kind of got chipped on that one. Ooh, the Torque of Truth. What's that about? An intriguing necklace that prevents the wearer from being bedazzled. Huh. Cool. Can't bedazzle me when I'm wearing my cat outfit. Moonahin, welcome you, friends. Here, in this place of many meetings, do the people of the world come together. You think that right up to the moment that Cetra rocks up to Mystic in a chariot and goes, Cetra believes that is Cetra's. Oh, shit, I went out the wrong. I mean, honestly, if he's in a chariot, Mystic can probably outrun him. From what I've seen from what chariots can do. What? I'm confused. Wait, what? Okay. Sir, you're a native Moonbrooke, are you not? Are you well? My heart aches for my kingdom. Pray tell aught that you know. What exactly befell Moonbrooke? But that I knew. I was tasked with guarding the shrine west of the castle that day. Yet to my frustration, none came to relieve me of my post. Some hours later, I returned to the castle to unbraid my fellow guardsmen for their idleness. They were all gone. Please, tell us more, if it is not too painful. Go and see it with your own eyes. Then you will be under no illusion as to the threat our realm faces. It appears we shall find our answers in Moonbrooke after all. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, it would definitely be inconvenient for her, but I think she'd be okay. And if that's the price you have to pay for, like, getting the fucking eye of a god, I'm okay with it.
You look cold.
Can get to that town. As you can see, Kira, you're still a big fan of using the most expensive spells you possibly could and wasting all of your MP as quickly as possible. A vial of holy water. Ooh, a moistened moth knife. Poison moth knife. Moistened moth knife. Jesus Christ. Can I use that? Yes, I can, and it's ever so slightly better. Strange and setting blade whose blow can sometimes paralyze foes. There you go. Can Kiirat use... Oh. Kiirat is a boomerang kind of guy. I've always said that about Kiirat, he loves his boomerangs. Then he becomes a bit obnoxious at times, he never shuts up about his boomerangs, this Kiirat. How do I get... Okay. For a second there I thought I couldn't get into that village. A deserted village. It's not deserted. There's a person up there. I can see them. The cruelest irony of all is this pot. I can see the pot, I can touch the pot, but I just can't take anything out of the pot. What cruel world is this? Lummy. I did lose myself in foraging for foodstuffs, and I only came to my senses when I saw that I was... here. It is a place famous for the spirits that do haunt every crevice and corner. You do well to leave here, ere you witness something terrifying. Shouldn't you also leave? Ooh, chain whip. Can I use a chain whip? I can use a chain whip. I never got to use the poison knife. I think I got to use it like once. Now we whip people. That's just what we do. Seed of Strength, nice. Door is locked. Oh, it's a blue door. It's a magic key door. Okay. I think that's everything. I never tried to get into this house. Doesn't look like you can. Alright, well, at least we got a sea of strength out of it. Nice. Okay, and the smog. Do you think lightning would actually be effective on smog? Like if a lightning strike hit the ground, right? And it was like a foggy area. I think that would clean. Do you think that would like clear the fog? Ooh, sparkly. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be visible on the screen. Or like on the stream, because it is just a problem with the monitor, like so. I'm heading in the right direction, aren't I? Yes. How much does this cost me? 4? Probably shouldn't. Now, granted, we've only fought one boss, but I'm very proud of Kiirat so far for the fact that he hasn't died yet, and everyone in the internet seems to think he dies all the time. So, wait, why was? Did you see that when we walked through the fucking poison? You took damage. I was grand. You took a lot of tick damage though. I was gonna say, Kiirat, heal me, and then I remembered you have 2 MP, keep on shooting people with lightning for no reason, so you can't actually heal me. One thing you're supposed to be there for. I see those unguarded treasure chests. Treasure chest. Singular. Oh, there's a gem in the fountain. Think Mystic would mind if we stole the gem out of the fountain?
Goddess. Do you remember coming here when we were children? It was resplendent.
Ah, it was grand. It wasn't as nice as Middenhall.
Flowers as far as the eye could see. Shining marble from ceiling to floor. The Queen. So beautiful. Before her untimely passing. Now all that remains is this.
Okay, so at least now we know that Mystic's mother didn't die in childbirth. She died of anime mother disease when Mystic was like 5.
I never imagined for a moment that the devastation would be so extreme. This is too much. We can but pray that the king and the princess escaped in time. Come, let us explore further.
Died from prolonged exposure to Mystic. That's mean. Holy shit, Mystic's dad is a Force Ghost.
Oh, so my kingdom ruins.
He's a good Force Ghost, right? Not like a bad Force Ghost.
Your Majesty, we are here.
No redemption. Evil such as this.
You don't think that that gem that I saw in the fountain out front is the Eye of Ra, do you?
Daughter. My beloved daughter. I beg of thee. Live.
Don't break down and cry, Kiirat.
He was already gone. I did not know what it meant to die.
Are you sure you don't know what it means to die, Kiirat? Because you've died like once or twice already yourself.
For a kingdom to fall. To have everything that one holds dear taken. Why? Why would anyone? What was that? Could there yet be survivors? Quick, let us hurry to the courtyard. The noise came from there.
Okay, so we're about to leave for the courtyard, but before we do that, so this is our first good look at Moonbrooke's throne. I will say, and granted his wife is dead, but like my father's wife is dead, he still has two thrones up in the throne room. One for me to sit on. Like, so I don't know what was the story here, whether it was like a double wide and Mystic was able to sit on the same chair as her father, or she like sat on his lap, or because she was a girl she wasn't allowed to sit at court. I don't know. Either way, look how like, I know it's cracked. Okay, we're looking past the fact that the throne is cracked. Look at how flat it is. I mean, I know it has a cushion on it, but like, that looks like you wouldn't be able to sit on that for very long. That's gonna hurt your bum, like, very quickly. Definitely of the 3 throne rooms so far that we've seen, Moonbrooke, I think, has the worst throne. Very ornate, don't get me wrong, very ornate throne, but like so wide. Like, I suppose you could lie across it, but that's not very regal. Like, you could lie across it, but you're not holding court that way. And if you're not laying across it, you're going to, like, well, me personally, I'm going to like want to sit at one side or the other so that I have something to lean on, because I like having an armrest. So like, I mean, at least it's purple, it has that going for it, but that's not gonna, it's not enough to save it. Like, that's just an uncomfortable throne. Mystic probably dodged a bullet by not having to sit on it. Run! Yeah, leave me! Thou must run! The fire, it... If the Queen had started in this kingdom, they would have re-recorded flat-bottomed girls. Oh. For a second there, I was going to be like, why didn't Kiirat die? When I was exploring the world for mini medals in between the last session and this session, in between the streams, I lowered the difficulty to Draki quest so that no one can die, so I don't have to keep on using resources to like bring people back to life, and I don't have to pay too much attention to the combat. I guess I left Draki quest on, and that's why Kiirat isn't dead right now. Mistake on my part. Kiirat should be dead at least 2 to 3 times over at this point. All right, let's go in and fix that. Right. Seed of Luck. I think the only thing a Seed of Luck does is like up with your crit chance. Oh, Kiirat's poisoned. I was like, what's that sound? That is the sound of Kiirat dying to poison. Right, let's go get this treasure, shall we? Fiends we had kept imprisoned. They too attacked. How long have they planned this wickedness? Wait, you were imprisoning fiends? What? That's your problem. That's what happened to that's why they got inside, you dumb pricks. Don't fucking imprison fiends, you kill them. Undead Undoer scroll, that'd be useful for Kiirat. Actually, we'll wait until we get Mystic, because I don't know, maybe Kiirat is... When you were looking it up last week, Kiirat, you said that he's more of a healer than an offensive magic user, right? Or not last week, on Monday. Jesus, it's been a long week. Jesus, it's been a long week. Oh yeah, the fire. Seemed like he was the healing, okay. Well, it's not like giving Kiirat the Undead Undoer. Oh, he can heal himself. That's interesting. But yeah, it's not like giving Kiirat Undead Undoer would help right now. I mean, it would be great because we're surrounded by the undead, but Kiirat wasted all of his MP doing lightning on random monsters that didn't pose us any threat on the way in here, so... Oops. Gotta love a good whip. Hmm. Okay, there was no point in... Shit. There's no point in coming out here into the poison. I thought there might be like something to like click on the ground or something like, oh, you found a thing at your feet, but nope, just Kiirat getting poisoned.
Fiends, they come! Someone, anyone, save us!
Oh good, they're all split up somewhat. My whip doesn't do anything special. Right. Really hope I heal from this fight, or level up from this fight, because I could desperately use a heal. Nope. And I'm poisoned, so... So, the zombies and skeletons you were fighting, are they the former residents of Moonbrooke? Any other game I would like to say yes, that is probably what they are. But in this game, in like, given how given how Dragon Quest works, they're probably just fiends that like stayed around after the castle fell. Sake. That was not worth it for a medicinal herb. Like, for instance, in Dragon Quest VIII, when you go to the cursed castle and that, there are spirits that are like explicitly the former residents of the castle. Ones who died that were like not skeletons or zombies, but like spirits that are just angry about the fact that they died and got cursed. Because like most of the residents in Dragon Quest VIII are stone or vines. Are we both poisoned again? Hey, Kiirat level up. Wait, why did Kiirat level up first? Why did Kiirat level up before me? That's bullshit. What? Well, at least now that he's leveled up, he can, like, waste as many lightning spells as he wants. Ooh. We completely missed that part.
Kill!
Thank you, Kiirat.
Sis!
Now is my time. In the long term, Kiirat being faster than me is probably a good idea, because that means he can get his heals off before any of the enemies attack, but right now it's annoying. Okay, we've gone the wrong way. Oh, I see. Okay, so we have to... Oh, I see how we get there. We go up, around, okay. Go north. Must protect the royal treasure. The fiends are liars and dissemblers. Only by that might we see through their lies. Ooh, Holy Lance. That'll be useful. And a scholar's cap. That'll be good for Kiirat. That'll make him feel like he's a big old smarty. Can I not wear... Aww. Kiirat gets the Holy Lance? That doesn't seem right. And he gets the Scholar's Cap? That doesn't seem right. I'm the hero. Jesus Christ. Kiirat, look at the size of that lance you have. I like that you were given a weapon that literally is specifically for killing the undead. And the first thing you did after you got it was cast a spell. Not much farther now. Soon I'll be free. Free of these walls. Please, spare me, my beloved son, await my return and left when... I think we met that guy's kid in the last stream. Am I gonna level up at some point? There you go. Jesus Christ. That took me ages to level up. Does Kiirat have something on that makes him fucking... An unassuming necklace that helps the user prevent its wearer from succumbing to poison. Helps prevent, but doesn't stop entirely because Kiirat's been poisoned at least twice tonight.
Must have been the sound of rubble or some such falling. There's no life here. Not anymore. Well, save this lone flower.
Might as well pick it and kill it.
Do you remember that town we passed on our journey here? I suggest we visit it on our way home. If the princess or anyone else survived, mayhaps someone there might know.
We were already there. We met someone from here. They're the one that told us that this place was on fire. Also, it's not that on fire. Hi.
High east to the shrine. Find her.
Okay. be honest, it's the first time I've ever gotten a quest
clearly
from a
was not
plant.
the king. Whoever it was, it would seem they have other plans for us. A shrine to the east, was it? It is the rummest thing, though. I am certain I have heard that voice before.
I'm certain
Just cannot place it.
it's either Mystic's mother or it is the goddess.
But what I do know is that our quest is not done yet. Eastwards we go.
But you said we were going home. I want to
knew
go
you would
home and
agree.
practice my swordmanship.
You feel it too, do you not? We can trust her.
What, the flower?
Anyhow, let us take our leave. I would fain be gone from this mournful place.
I don't know. I mean, like after all the fire died down, it's still fairly pretty. I say we divide this city between the two of us. A beautiful flower is growing here. Sure is. What is down here? This is where Mystic was sent. Full moon ring. What does that do? This is my luck. Yeah, sure. Fizzle retardant blouse. Do you want a fizzle retardant blouse, Kiirat? Why? Why? Moonbrooke, once so fair, laid waste. Okay, so neither of us can wear the blouse, unfortunately. Right, due east would be like, oh, it's there. Okay. I was gonna say it was this little point, like this little peninsula, but I guess it's actually over here where all the poison is.
Kill!
So, I'm aware, Kiirat, you can do magic. We're very proud of the fact that you can do magic. Everyone in the family is very proud of your magical skills. Do you need to do zap every time? Like, it's a great spell, don't get me wrong, fantastic spell. Maybe not every time you use it though. Maybe you don't have to use it for like everything. Maybe you could like use it on stronger enemies and then just use like your holy lance on regular enemies. In the same way that most things remind me of Psychonauts, I imagine most things remind you of MLP. Reminds you of the MLP comic story where a zebra talks to a cactus and tells the cactus and tells them the cactus said to go north, and Tempest just loses it. Oh, we're all just going to go along with that, are we? The cactus talks, and we're just going to do what the cactus says, are we? Probably one of my favorite moments, like over the years of playing tabletop, was a group I was in getting directions from a burning bush. Which, like, as the rest of us were standing there listening to this bellowing burning bush telling us, like, how to advance in what we were trying to do, the rogue is just, like, going around the place being like, there's no way a fucking bush is talking. I do not believe that a bush is talking to us. This is stupid. And he went around the entire fucking area as this bush is giving us a quest, like, turning over rocks and looking under bridges and, like, climbing up trees and everything, being like, there must be someone around here somewhere who's throwing their voice. This must be a ventriloquist. I do not believe we are getting an order from a bush. And then we got into, like, a heated 2-hour debate on, I don't care if bushes can talk. 1, they shouldn't be able to talk, and 2, if they can, I don't believe they have the sentience to give us knowledgeable information. I don't think we should follow the advice of a bush. Same story has a scene where there is a song and dance number and Tempest goes, I can't believe this followed me from a question. Good looking shield. Or mirror. Mirror. I knew it was a mirror. I knew it was a mirror because that mirror also shows up in Dragon Quest 8 and Dragon Quest 11, I think. It appears to be a mirror. But why would someone leave it here? Wait, the voice spoke unto us in... The voice that spoke unto us in Moonbrooke. Could this have been what it wished us to seek out? Regardless, it is clearly an item of some significance. Let us take it with us. You obtain the Eye of Ra. There you go. The Eye of Ra. Now, if we may, I should like to revisit the town we passed along the way, since our business there is not done yet. You don't need to lie to me, Kiirat. I know you just want to play more Tombola Bingo. God, there is look at all of the ways to get to Moonbrooke. There's no quick way. I can either go up this bridge around, and I have to go around an entire I have to go around 2 mountain chains to get to it, or I come down here past Moonbrooke, around up across the bridge into Moonhill. Which is the one I think I'll do. Actually, no, I should probably do the other one. Oh no, I can't. I can't go up because the mountain is on my right. I can't get past the mountain. Yeah, I'll have to go south. I'll have to go south and then down here up to Moonhill, and then maybe I can go up this way around the mountain down here. Across all these bridges over to what looks like a pyramid. Also, Kiirat, look. Scandinavia exists in this world. Isn't it nice to have a bit of representation? Although now that I say it, that could either be Scandinavia, Russia, Canada, or it could be underwater. One or the other. Hard to tell. Either way, we go south. At least only Kiirat's the one that's hallucinating. Yeah, you gonna heal me there, Kiirat, maybe? I do realize I'm asking Kiirat to heal me when I notice now that he's used lightning so much that he doesn't actually have any fucking MP. Ah. What is it that Kiirat says when he uses the lance? It's like, oh, rapid! I have no idea what he actually says. Alright then, maybe is what he's saying? Second there, I thought they were called bash boons, but no, bat boons. Still not much better. Yes, good. Attack Kiirat more. Kiirat has health for days. Oh. We got a medicinal herb. Okay. If it wasn't so cheap, I'd probably just use it. I'd probably just use the medicinal herbs that we have, but I'm hoping I can get to this town and then heal when I get there by having a bit of a nap. I think that maybe is the first time someone's fled from us, maybe? They're starting to see our muscles. Princess's pledge. Glows anew. There can be no doubt. There is something in this town that it would have us witness. After all, the necklace is said to guide those of Erdrick's bloodline, is it not? It would hardly lead us astray. Come, let us see if we can find whatever is exciting it. So, right after we take a nap. We will do that right after we take a nap. 40 gold! Jesus. Rip off. made out of money. Haven't raided these knapsacks yet. Oh, tombola ticket. The fact that I haven't raided those knapsacks tells me I haven't spoken to this old man. Once upon a time I did find business in a small settlement amongst the woods to the east of here. Alas, it was raised by fiends and has lain abandoned ever since. I myself fled to the shrine to the southwest, hoping to serve the soldiers of Moonbrooke stationed there. Alas, they are steadfast to a fault. Not only do they keep a tight guard on the shrine, they do the same with their purse strings, refusing to ever buy more than what they need. If only they would cease worrying about the future and be more liberal with their spending. Well, I don't think they worry about the future anymore, my dude. Not to say that they've become more liberal with their spending. How many tombola tickets do I have? 5 again. I'm gonna wait until I have 10. Dog. Use Raz mirror on the dog. Kiirat, you don't think that Mystic is the dog, do you? You don't think like her dad like transmogrified her into a dog so that she could escape the castle and the fiends wouldn't pay any attention to her, do you? And now we're going to shine the mirror on her and it's going to reveal that she's actually a girl. And now she has fleas. And also she's probably gonna need like a rabies injection. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if this is actually Mystic. It is. It is Mystic! Oh, I'm sorry, Mystic. When you're watching the VoD in the future, Kiirat's never gonna let you live this down that you were a dog.
Where am I? Cousin Middenhall. Cousin Canuck.
Princess! Praise the Almighty!
But why are you... And why am I...
Well, Moonbrooke was attacked, and...
But of course, countless fiends have set upon the castle. Father needs my help. Quickly, cousins, we must hide to Moonbrooke's defense. Wherefore do you tarry so?
Oh, poor Mystic. First you were a dog and now you have to live through trauma.
We are but recently returned from the castle, or what remains of it. We found no survivors.
This cannot be. Oh, my apologies. I seem quite unable to stand.
There is nothing to apologize for. You have been through so much. You must rest. Come, we will carry you.
Kiirat will carry you. I'm not carrying you.
I know not how to thank you. I feel much more myself now.
And full glad am I to hear it. May I suggest we rest here for the night before making for Middenhall in the morning? You can stay there in safety till all this is over.
Why are we heading for Middenhall and not Cannock? I mean, I know Cannock is like a B-tier kingdom at best, but like we should still at least pop in and tell them what happened to Moonbrooke before we go back to the main kingdom of Middenhall.
No, I will not. I will not rest until Hargon is dead.
Hargon? The name feels somewhat familiar. Yes. He was the villain behind the sacking of Renderak, was he not? You mean to say that he was behind the attack on...
I do. Moonbrooke fell by his hand. I shall be ever grateful to you for restoring me to my senses. But I did not survive to be locked away in a gilded cage.
Girl power, yay!
Besides, neither Cannock nor Middenhall will ever be truly safe while the High Priest yet lives. This is why I must have his head.
It is as you say, Princess. Nowhere is safe anymore. No matter how our fathers fortify our kingdoms against these fiends, we should always be living in fear. And I, for one, balk at it. Don't you, cuz?
Nod.
Your cause
I only
is
communicate
ours,
through nods.
Princess.
Together we
Pleases
shall
me immeasurably to hear
bring
it.
peace to this land or something.
And yet, I ask that you allow us to return to Cannock and Middenhall first. Our fathers bade us report what we discovered here, and I would not disappoint them.
Yes, of course. If I might ask something of you in turn, I would visit Moonbrooke Castle. I must needs see the aftermath with mine own eyes.
Do you good for a level up as well?
For now, I think it best we all get some rest while we can. We have much to do on the morrow.
Yeah. We all need to have a good night's sleep so that the goddess can talk to us in our dreams, and then we can figure out what we're supposed to do from there. It is likely that the fiends will attempt to strike again at the princess. It is best we are in Middenhall when that happens. Yes. Cannock would fall so easily. The defenses in Cannock are pitiful. We all know this. If the fiends are to attack you, the best place for you to be is in Middenhall. Middenhall is probably the only actual fortified kingdom in the land that could hold them back. Well, I have cousins with me, so I guess that makes you... Cuz. Are we going to get visited in our dreams?
Sorry, I know you are tired.
Are we about to sneak out on
There
Mystic?
is a matter of much import I would discuss with you. Would you step outside with me a while?
Squeakiest footsteps. You saw nothing.
My apologies. I did not want to risk the princess overhearing us.
I know she is a princess, but like, well, I mean, not anymore. Technically, not anymore. Like her lands belong to the fiends. She's been dethroned, and like her home state, like her city-state capital, has been burnt to the ground. She is a princess in as much as one of our fathers will be able to use her to get a political marriage. She doesn't really have any land of her own. But like, aside from that, she does also have a name, which I suppose you're not allowed to say because I changed her name to Mystic. So yeah, fair. Okay, I'm okay actually now that I think about it with you calling her princess.
I've been thinking. We are all three of us descended from the hero of legend, are we not?
We are.
Come the morrow, we embark upon a quest to end the ambitions of the fiendish High Priest Hargon.
We do. Well, I mean, we're going home first, but yeah. What's your point?
At first I deemed it destiny. We three scions of Erdrick striving together for the same cause. Yet the more I thought upon it, the more my doubts grew. As the matter stands, we do not fight for the same cause she does.
Oh, you mean we're fighting for justice and she's fighting for revenge, you mean?
You and I fight to protect those we cherish, but she has already lost them.
Look, I don't think we need to beat around the bush here, Kiirat. Clearly, we are both adherents of the Goggle Brigade, and she is not. She is a dirty non-goggler, and thus she is not one of us. She is related to us, and we love her, but she's not. She could never understand the way of the goggles.
The princess fights to exorcise the grief and anger that cloud her heart. We may never be able to soothe the princess's pain, nor replace her family. But perhaps we can offer her another. Though I must say I doubt she will ever think of me as family when I am constantly calling her princess.
Then don't call her princess. Call her couscous like you do me.
Do you think she would bristle if I called her sweet cuz?
Yes. Just call her cuss. Don't call her sweet cuss. I don't think Mystic will be into it.
Perhaps it is a little too familiar.
No, it's just weird. I mean, it would be sweet and kind of like adorable if you were just like have a little nickname for her, like just call her cuz or whatever, like you do with me. You don't feel the need to make it weird by me by adding the prefix sweet to it, do you? Just because she's a girl doesn't mean she has to be sweet. Especially not now. She's a cold-blooded revenge machine at the moment.
Ah, cousin, then. Or perhaps simply by her name.
Do not call her by her name. You're not allowed. I've changed what her name is in canon, and thus you can't physically pronounce those syllables.
On that matter, do tell me, should I say something foolish? I can be an awful blunderer at times. Perhaps even most times.
Kiirat, before we go any further, I'm going to stop you right here and remind you. She is our cousin. Not like first cousin once removed, not second or third cousin. She is our first cousin. Right? I know we're royals, but like, no, don't. Yes, she's a girl, but she's our cousin. I know where you're going and how like, oh, I don't know how to talk around girls. You know how to talk around your sister. You know how to talk around Mystic. It's basically the same relationship. Don't anime this for me. Don't let this get weird and there to be like some kind of will they won't they between you and Mystic, because again, you're cousins. No.
Thank you, cousin. We two make a fine team, and so shall we three.
So shall we all. She is an exiled queen, so she outranks you. I have more leeway in that manner with my living mother and heir to a kingdom of living people. Cut me some slack here. You are a non-talking protag. You don't have to talk to her at all. I have to do all the talking. Well, no, like, now that Mystic is in the party, you only have to do 50% of the talking. And when Funkusin eventually joins us, you'll only have to do a third of the talking. And I don't need to do talking anyway. I convey so much meaning with a wave of my fingers and a nod of my head. That's all I need to do. Exiled queen. Again, she's unlanded. She doesn't have a title anymore. She's still royal. She's still royalty. I'll give you that. She's still royalty, but like, all of her land is gone. You've played Crusader Kings 3. You know how this works. Like, she's not a princess anymore. She's not a queen. She has no titles. For titles, you need land, and she doesn't have land. All of her land is on fire and infested with fiends. Yes, if we assume Mystic is happy with talking to herself. Cousinly fist bump. Then morning comes. Give me a rooster crow. Give me a rooster's crow. Give me a rooster waking us up. Come on. Aw. I wanted to hear a rooster wake us up. Classic as it is.
3 paths lie before us. 1 to Cannock, 1 to Middenhall, and 1 to Moonbrooke Castle.
3 places
We
we've
must
already
walk all
been.
3. but not necessarily in that order.
Quite. Let us take our leave.
Mystic is taking this whole everyone she's ever known is dead thing really well.
Just a moment.
She just joined the party and she's already making demands, I bet you. What?
If we are to travel together, then I see little need to stand on ceremony. Pray, call me cousin. Or, if you would rather, sweet cuz.
Oh, that's adorable. That's a... One, that's adorable. Two, Mystic, you're tipping your hand. You're tipping your hand. They had no idea you were hiding behind the bed sheets and eavesdropping on them last night. But then you drop the sweet cuz line and suddenly they're gonna know. They're gonna know. Well, I'm gonna know. Kiirat's a bit dim. Kiirat might not know, but I will know. You're tipping your hand, girl. See? Here I am. Are you sure you are the pro tag here? Because you behave more like a hired goon. No. I am born of the purest royalty. Mine is the senior house. I don't need to talk. Talking is beneath me. I don't talk to my lessers. I only talk to my father, and I do that in private. Oh, she ran out because she was embarrassed.
Did you hear that? I was right all along. It is destiny.
Yeah. Look, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But we love him all the same. Cousin Mystic joins the party. I love that Mystic joined the party twice in the space of like a minute. I kind of wanted a moment there, like a little animation of me being the only person left on screen, and I like shake my head as to be like, Jesus Christ, I'm surrounded by idiots. All right, let's equip Mystic, shall we? With a poison moth knife. And a shell shield that will give her 69 defense. Nice. And oh, okay, not a feather cap. A fur hood is the best thing we have. Okay, she's wearing a fur hood, sure. And let's dress her up in a fizzle retardant blouse. Wait. She can't wear the dancer's costume either? Who the hell is the dancer's costume for? Is it for Funguson? Alright, Mystic doesn't get any accessories. However, we will immediately teach Mystic the Undead Undoer. Mystic can't learn the Undead Undoer. That's a me skill. That's an ability. I forgot that Undead Undoer was an ability and not a spell. Oh, we went all the way through Moonbrooke and I didn't use Undead Undoer. That would have made my life so much easier. Okay, well. Wait, we can zoom to places? I didn't think we'd learned a zoom spell. When did that happen? Oh, does Mystic have zoom? Mystic has zoom. Ah, she's making the party better already. Does she have abilities? Dig. Unearths buried treasure? Short. Zoom. And whistle. Oh no. Those are treasure and whistle. Dig I'm probably not gonna use. I'm gonna have to look in to see how dig works. But yeah, clearly we have the master of strategy as our party leader. Fuck off. You don't get to deride other people about bad strategies. I've seen you lead armies. I imagine that she acquired a dig ability when she was a dog. It's very likely. It's very likely she acquired a dig ability when she was a dog, yes. That's very funny. Okay, well, I suppose we might as well go to Moonbrooke. It's the closest. I should also see what the tactics are quite wisely. Leave the damage dealing to others and focus on supporting and healing, yeah. Just 2 children being led through the countryside by a furry. What? Wait, what? What? What just happened? Did Mystic just howl at the enemy? Did she just woof at the enemy? We're gonna have to look into what skills Mystic has after this first battle, because I'm 90% sure she just woofed at the enemy. Yep, she's howling at the enemy. Clearly the dog thing was not quite gone yet. Yeah, it's definitely left some residue on her. Mystic, what was that? Jesus, Mystic is better at healing than Kiirat is. Mystic has mid-heal and everything. Call of the Wild summons a wolf warrior that unleashes 4 strikes on all enemies. Is that what she's doing? Is that what she's doing? I can't tell. Yeah, it's not whoosh, it's not dazzle, it's not snooze. It must be Call of the Wild that she's doing. It doesn't look like she's summoning a wolf warrior though. Okay, so the next time we get into combat, I'll slow it down before anything happens and we'll see what the fuck it is that Mystic is doing howling at the enemy. Mystic takes a deep breath and howls to the heavens.
We fight together.
Who in their right mind is able to play this game at fucking normal speed? Jesus Christ, it's slow. There's something incredibly funny about the fact that Mystic's main attack is going, oh! Maybe she should wear the fursuit. Maybe the fursuit was made for her.
fight together.
Oh, she didn't do a woo. I thought that would have been a good opportunity to do a woo. Holy shit, 124. Don't know if Undead Undoer will do anything to Smog. I don't think Smog is considered,
Marvelous.
I think Smog is considered an undead enemy. Great. One of my cousins wants to be a cat. My other cousin thinks she's a dog. Fantastic. The crazy adventures of the cousins Cannock, Moonbrooke, and Middenhall. One a dog, one a cat, the third a pony. Is this truly all that remains? It is as if I were in a nightmare. Yet it seems reality can be crueler than our most fearful dreams. Are you resolved to venture inside? We can turn back if you wish. No. No turning back. Clearly it is best for everyone if Cannock takes charge of the other kingdoms. Nah. Clearly the superior kingdom is Middenhall. It was a close run thing at one point between Moonbrooke and Middenhall, but with Cannock at a distant third, but now that Moonbrooke no longer exists.
Can this truly be the self-same throne?
Truly Middenhall is the rightful and chosen heir of Erdrick. I shall take Mystic as my legal queen, uniting the kingdoms of Middenhall and Moonbrooke. And then I will adopt Kiirat as my my junior prince.
Is aught the matter?
My father kept the mark of Moonbrooke here, the emblem of the crown, but it is gone.
Oh. When she says the mark of Moonbrooke, she means the one of the sigils.
What? You do not mean the monster stole it?
Or, and hear me out, Moonbrooke was set alight. That was clearly at least a week ago, if not longer. Regular humans also loot places. Actually, regular humans tend to loot places more often than monsters do, so maybe people were just here and it was people who stole it.
I cannot say for certain, though I can think of no other explanation.
Also, now that I look at the throne room for longer, I'm realizing that the eye motif that they have going on along the walls is kind of unsettling. Like, imagine when you're sitting in that throne, it must look like someone's looking at you all the time.
Princess!
What? Who the hell is this?
Chancellor! Guards! You are alive!
Doubt. I do not trust a chancellor who survives when a city has been destroyed. That Chancellor is in league with the fiends.
And so art thou. Oh, Highness, I thought that we had lost thee. Words cannot express how my heart soareth this moment.
The feeling is certainly mutual. 'Tis a miracle that you are unharmed.
Exactly. Maybe it's just I've played too many RPGs and I'm too cynical, but I don't trust this Chancellor, who miraculously survived with his 2 henchmen, royal guards, and he just so happened to be the one person that survived the city being burned.
No miracle, Highness. Only happenstance. When the fiends attacked, we were leagues northwest of here, making for Rippleport at thy royal father's behest.
Oh yeah. Likely story.
Were it not for this, we too would surely have...
Why Rippleport?
The town is a maritime gateway to the rest of the realm. His Majesty had hoped to expand our trade routes, and sent us to inquire about securing ships for said purpose.
This sounds precisely the sort of place we ought to visit. With a vessel of our own, we could hunt our quarry across the realm.
I prefer to have an airship than a sea ship, but okay.
Though I confess, I haven't the slightest inkling how one might go about securing a ship.
We're royalty. We just tell them we'll pay on credit and that giving us a ship will do wonders for the name of their business, and then we get on the ship and we sail away and we never come back. That's how it works being royalty, Kiirat.
It shameth me to admit
Clearly
it,
you have not been
But neither
groomed
do
for
I.
leadership.
Alas, our journey to Rippleport ended at the Dragon's Horns.
I imagine most things end at Dragon's Horns.
The pair of towers on the road to the west, beyond the plains.
Oh, those.
Indeed, Princess. A great stretch of water lieth betwixt the two. One far too wide to swim across. And, well, without a boat.
Oh, you couldn't make a canoe? Kiirat's ancestors could make canoes. Well, I mean, they call them longships, but, like, they were canoes.
Blast! For a moment I thought our next destination was decided. To Rippleport, and thence to sail the seas in search of High Priest Hargon.
You know of my good friend Hargon? I mean, where do you know that name from?
But if we cannot even reach Rippleport, how are we to find him? Let alone slay him?
You had no plans for this obstacle when you surely knew about it before you set out? I think what he's trying to imply is that there used to be a land bridge and it's gone now. But I do find it incredibly funny, the idea of just like, this kingdom is so inept that they sent their chancellor north to a port city, not knowing that the port city was on the other side of a stretch of water. Hey, Funguson. Well, I mean, we're standing in a kingdom that's been burnt to the ground, so we're not doing great. I like that Rippleport is the only place that's ever heard of ships. And boats. Just anything that can... Like, they're the only ones that ever invented the idea of being able to go on water without getting wet. How's the mount doing, Funguson? Healing up on you?
You mean to... Lo, Princess, thou art a beacon of hope for us all. Alas, so long as the strait remaineth unpassable...
Chancellor, forgive the intrusion, but dost thou recall the time His Majesty leapt from the highest tower of the castle?
Okay, today we learned that Mystic's father was suicidal.
Thou speakest of father.
Ah, yes, when he was going through his depressive phase after the first queen didn't bear him any children and she had to be sequestered before the young princess's mother was found. He found her in a brothel, didn't he?
Indeed. Our kingdom is home to a cloak known as the Windbreaker, said to allow its wearer to glide through the skies. One day, His Majesty decided to test the theory.
Himself. Look, I'm not saying Mystic's father was maybe stupid, but people have definitely said that he was stupid.
Aye, my lord. If thou rememberest, His Majesty came down leagues from the castle. And so I thought, if one were to leap from the top of the dragon's horns wearing the Windbreaker, one might yet reach the far bank.
I mean, if he jumped from the top of the castle and he landed leagues away, a league being like... A league is like 6 nautical foot, isn't it? I think a league is like 6 foot. Like, how wide is the strait? Surely we wouldn't need to jump from the top of the dragon's horns. We could just like...
An inspired proposal. Though, wherefore didst thou
no.
neglect to share this when we were by the towers?
No, wait. I'm mixing up a league and a fathom. A fathom is 6 foot deep. I don't know how far a league is, honestly. Well, our kingdom invented wells. I guess others have to have done something as well. Jesus, you had to get antibiotics? Oh, you had to get antibiotics? Did it get it? Oh, so it got infected? That sucks, dude. I'm sorry.
For that we did not have the Windbreaker with us, my lord. And furthermore, for that I feared how an aerial voyage might bear upon thine aged frame.
Ah, yes, well...
Thy aged and... rotund frame.
The princess and her companions, however, should have no such concerns.
Are we going to share the fucking Windbreaker or what? It's like... all well and good, Mystic gets to the top of the tower and one of us pushes her off and laughs, and then she like glides over to the far side of the strait. What the fuck are me and Kiirat supposed to do? Is she gonna like build us a rope bridge? Are we gonna like build a rope bridge by like throwing rope back and forth to each other across the strait? Or like, are we all just gonna like sit on each other's shoulders, hooking our ankles under each other's armpits, and then like whoever is sitting on the top wears the Windbreaker, we jump off the tower and hope it carries all 3 of us across? Yes, I know we're jumping, Kiirat. That's the whole point of the plan. Sadly, once His Majesty put the cloak on, it turned out that it had earned the name Windbreaker for a very different reason. All audiences had to be cancelled as no one could bear being in His Majesty's company.
We shall use this Windbreaker to soar across the strait to Rippleport, shall we not?
How? It's a coat, love. It's ostensibly it's a wingsuit. We're talking about a wingsuit. That's like a per person device. It's like we can't all use it. That's not a solution to our problem.
In that case, allow me to bequeath this unto thee, princess.
What? Wait, you had the Windbreaker with you and you didn't use it? I know they said you didn't use it because you're old, but still. Why did you have it with you?
There lieth a tower to the southeast, known as the Pillar of the Winds. It houseth the Windbreaker that was once thy father's.
Okay. I feel like you're using the word bequeath wrong there. Like, the Windbreaker is in a tower to the south. You don't have it. You're not giving it to me. You're just being like, I will allow you to use the Windbreaker, and thus I will tell you where it is. And it's like, bitch, the Windbreaker belongs to her. It's not yours to bequeath.
This key will grant thee entrance.
we got the thief's key. Tight. Wait, what?
Pray allow us to handle matters here in Moonbrooke, Highness. As for thine own journey, thou must follow the whispers of thy heart.
You see, that sounds a lot more like a chancellor that I would be used to. Yes, pray, princess, you go off into the dangerous world on your quest and mayhaps you will die. I, the Chancellor, shall stay here and run the day-to-day affairs of the state and rebuild the kingdom and take over as its interim leader while you die in unknown origins.
I shall, Chancellor. Come then, cousins, to the Pillar of the Winds.
Yeah, after we go home. We're going home first. You may have noticed there are a fair few doors and treasure chests in the world that are locked shut. As with most locked objects, they can be opened if you happen to have the right key. The thief's key, for example, can supposedly unlock all red doors and treasure chests in the realm. Speaking of which, we shall head to the center of the kingdom, which, if I recall correctly, I have to go this way. This way. I have to go this way. Also, get ready to laugh your hole off, Fungusin. This is how Mystic attacks people.
Stand tall!
Wait for it. Oh no, she used whoosh. Okay, so she didn't do it in this. She didn't do it in this fight, but wait, she will do it. Why does she keep using whoosh now? Yes! There you go. She wails at people. That's... That was her main... So, to give you a bit of backstory for what you missed when you weren't here. When we met Mystic, she was a Labrador, okay? Mystic was a Labrador, and we had to use a magic mirror to reveal that she was actually only transmogrified into a Labrador, and she was actually, you know, Mystic. And then we made all these jokes about how she was covered in fleas and how, like, we'd have to retrain her about how to use the toilet and everything. And then we get out of the town that we find her in, and the first battle that we get her into, she goes, "Aroo!" as her very first attack as part of the party. I was like, oh no, this dog thing maybe stuck a bit more than we hoped. Did I look in this? Yeah, I did. That is true. She also has an ability called Dig, which the working assumption among us is that when she learned that from when she was a Labrador, and it just stuck with her.
Fight together!
I really need to do something about Twitchy Poo's speed. He seems to be the slowest in the party. That ability where she goes, "Ow!" by the way, is called Call of the Wild. And it apparently is her summoning a wolf warrior to... It is apparently her summoning a wolf warrior to do like 4 attacks to someone. Oh. This flower. They were my mother's favorite. She grew them when I was born. So my initial assumption that when we got a quest from this flower also, Funguson, when we were here the first time, we got a quest from the flower. The flower said, "Go east and you will find the Princess of Moonbrooke." And we were like, okay, flower, good idea, see ya. And now we know that the person talking to us through the flower was Mystic's dead mother. Current working theory on why Mystic's mother is dead is that Mystic is an anime protagonist, and by the rules of the universe, for her to gain her true power, one or both of her parents has to die. So we're assuming the age of like 5 or 6, Mystic's mother came down with a very severe case of animeitis. It was fatal, unfortunately.
We fight together.
She didn't survive the winter. The more you know. Oh, Mystic has run herself out of MP. Is Mystic the same level as us? No, she's only level 11. I'm surprised she hasn't leveled up yet. Jesus Christ, my agility is 29. My god. But yeah, she's 336 away from leveling up. Snooze stick. All right, lads. Which one of the mages wants the snooze stick? I'll let you fight over it. Why doesn't Kiirat have a shield? Oh, can he not have a shield when he has the Holy Lance? No, he can. Why didn't he have a why didn't Kiirat have a shield? Oh, I know why Kiirat didn't have a shield. It's because he had the shell shield, and I gave it to Mystic because if I didn't give it to Mystic, then Mystic would have the pot lid. So Kiirat gets the kite buckler because it's better than a pot lid. I knew it. You were trying to get me killed again. Oh no. Technically, that was Mystic who did that to you. Alright, now let's watch as... I was gonna say let's watch as the wizards fight over a stick, but maybe not. Only Mystic can handle the snooze stick. Only Mystic can handle the power that is the snooze stick. Lulls a group of enemies into a sleep when used as an item. Right. Okay, so the mission hasn't changed. The mission is still go home, say hi to Dad. And then after that... Then after that, we go say hi to Kiirat's dad. And then we head to the Dragon's Horns and onwards to Rippleport. Wait, I thought we were supposed to be going to... I thought we were going to, like, the Tower of Wind first. I haven't found the Tower of Wind wherever that is. I thought they said the Tower of Wind was like to the south or something.
Kill!
I imagine when we go back to Canuck, we're probably going to pick up Fungusin again.
We fight together!
Mostly because of how weird Kiirat is about... Mostly because of how weird Kiirat is being around Mystic. Like, Fungusin will see the first sign of that and he'll be like, I know what my brother's like. I need to be there so that there's another girl to back up Mystic.
Splendid!
This way. Get to the town as quick as we can so we can have a nap. Actually, our health isn't that bad. Well, Mystic's health isn't great. Mystic died. Oh, that's unfortunate. That means Mystic isn't going to get any XP for this fight. I was like, oh, our health is fine. We'll be grand. This fight will go okay. Mystic dies. And now we just get let a coffin follow us around. Probably my favorite, one of my favorite things about the Dragon Quest series is this. I'll never forget streaming Dragon Quest XI, running through the desert, back to what was the village called? Oh look, it's the Princess of Coffins. What was the sand village called in... It was like a horse pun. Gallipolis. It was a pun on gallop, because racing happened there. Horse racing happened there. It's called Gallipolis. And I'll never forget being in the desert around Gallipolis. Everyone died. Everyone died. Except me. And I had to carry... I had to run back to Gallipolis, avoiding enemy encounters with like 3 or 4 coffins running behind me. Very funny. Oh, well, there's no point in going to sleep. We have a coffin with us. We're gonna have to go to the church and revive the coffin. Mystic had a bit of a fit. 110 gold! Mystic is gonna have to pay us that back. 110 gold coins. Can you believe it? $110 gold coins. How many bingo tickets do we have? 5. As Kiirat would happily tell any of us anyway, this tombola game is a scam. And I would agree with him, it is a scam. $60 gold to sleep? Jesus. It used to only be 40 gold when it was just me and Kiirat. What if me and Kiirat shared a bed and then, like, Mystic slept at the foot of the bed? Like she did when she was a Labrador. Do you think that would, like, make her feel... Like, that would save us some money and surely she'd feel okay with it. Defizzle scroll. The only one that can learn that is Mystic. You're the one in the cat suit. You sleep at the foot of the bed. I wear this for my own sexual perversion. Alright? I do not sleep in the cat suit. This just makes me feel sexy. Alright? Mystic was literally a dog. Hello, Merlin.
Somewhere out in the world is a place where the Holy Spirit herself once came to Earth. To think you talk to such spirits? Think you such talk of spirits be fanciful? I myself believe in a great power that protecteth the land and watches over us all.
Buying kitty litter and doggy treats is going to ruin the party. Only the right key will open it. I am assuming that's magic key, maybe? Actually, it might be an ultimate key. That might be the ultimate key, actually. Alright. Onwards to the lesser of the two remaining kingdoms of Erdrick. Namely, Canuck.
Repeat my call!
That's total herb. Oh. Okay, no, we are going the right way. I was going to say, we're not going the right way. No, we are going the right way, because this little purple thing that you can see on the end of this peninsula is the entrance back to the other side of the water that will eventually lead us to Canuck. Is that tunnel way between here and the other side of the water? Was that a dungeon? I can't remember. I don't think it was. I like that it's like a total viable option for zombies in this game to just go roar, arg, roar. It's like, that's their turn. What did they do? They groaned. It's a zombie thing. Does anyone remember what's over to the left?
We fight together. We fight together.
We do fight together. Oh, yeah, this place. Yeah, this place. Have you visited the shrine south of Middenhall? No. And so you would have met my brother. South of Middenhall. That's Middenhall. Nothing south of Middenhall. I guess this island that's shaped like an S, maybe? Nice. I think I'm gonna get rid of that. I was gonna say I think I'm going to get rid of that thing where I'm telling Kiirat to focus on support, because like we don't need to be buffed in every. We don't need buff in every fight. But then at the same time, what's the other option? I get him to fight. I get him to quote unquote fight wisely, and he just hits everything with lightning, and then like runs out of fucking MP in the space of like 3 fights. That doesn't seem like a good idea either. Bang! Oh, the passageway is passable once more thanks to the bottomless pit, and thanks to you. Truly, the bottomless pit is a wonder. Bottomless pot is a wonder. It did drink up all the water as if it were not. It sure did. To the north.
Stand tall!
Good news, Kiirat. Canuck hasn't been burned to the ground yet. Oh! Mystic is just freely using one of her strongest spells. Fantastic. Also realizing now with the level of XP we're getting from these fights, it would probably behoove us just time-wise just to zoom back to Middenhall rather than actually walk there.
Oh, come on, pretty. Cast thine eyes over my latest selection of wares.
Why? Moonwort bulb. Why did he have an exclamation mark on him? There's nothing special about him. Maybe he had a new item that he didn't have before? Is Moonwort Bulb, is that new? Alright, let's see how Mystic's dig ability goes. Mystic pulls out a spade and starts digging for treasure. There's nothing there. Okay. Again, this guy also has an exclamation mark for some reason. Scaled shield to be better for Kiirat. Ooh, iron shield. Fancy. Cloak of Evasion. Mystic and Kiirat could wear that. 1,200 kilograms. That hard up for equipment. Let's see if the fiend is still down in the prison. He is. The more we stayed our hands with wicked acts, the higher we climb the ranks of the army of the faithful. Only the right key will open it. Okay. Oh, the thief's key might open it. Nope. Oh, Funguson isn't in. Okay. Oh, Funguson's in the throne room. Being groomed for leadership while Kiirat is away.
Princess, full glad am I to see thee whole and hale. But what of thy father?
He's a force ghost now. We spoke with him.
Alas, I alone escaped the assault on Moonbrooke.
That's something you're going to have to discuss with your older brother, Funguson. That's not a discussion I can take part in, but by any means, if you're ever looking for support in a palace coup to claim your rightful place, know full well that if you were only to bend the knee, Middenhall would be happy to throw its weight behind you as the senior kingdom in the region.
It simply cannot be. Mighty Moonbrooke.
Mighty is a bit strong. Magical Moonbrooke.
We can only imagine what thou hast suffered, dear child. If there is aught we might do.
You are kind indeed. All of you.
So, where next? Journeyest thou to Middenhall?
The three of you alone mean to take on foul Hargon?
Better that than to live in fear. To live in a world governed by fear.
No, I agree with you, my son, but you and your cousin, you are both princes of the realm. You know that you have access to royal armies, right?
Valiant words indeed, my son. But this is not a fight that may be walked away from with mere cuts and bruises. Knowing this, thou would still venture forth to face him?
Kiirat has experienced death far too many times for it to scare him anymore.
Truly, the blood of mighty Erdrick doth flow through thy veins.
Watch over these lands in my absence, father. Over Cannock itself, over Quaylin's Gate, over the lakes and the lands beyond. We know not when the fiends might strike again.
Fear not, my son. Though I grew complacent in the face of such long-lasting peace, I suffer that affliction no longer. Cannock's defenses will be redoubled. Thou needest not worry on that score.
One more thing before we depart.
One more thing.
The monsters we encountered spoke of sigils. It seems they seek them out. Know you of what they might be?
Sigils? Did they mean perhaps the 5 great symbols of power made so long ago by mighty Erdrick?
I have heard tell of these. Though they seem to the naked eye as mere stones, they impart great power upon those who wield them. Power destructive and redemptive both.
Ha! Middenhall, an insignificant speck of dirt. I am happy to leave it to my sister, for I am going to the only place where a truly mighty kingdom can be formed. Spies!
But why should the monsters be at such pains to acquire them?
I'm going to the last place untainted by feudalism.
Do they covet that self-same power, perhaps?
We can only guess. As to the fiend's motive, and alas, as to the whereabouts of the sigils. For it is not known where or in whose keeping mighty Erdrick left them.
But wheresoever they may be, they cannot be suffered to fall into the hands of those who would use them for evil.
Evil.
And if Hargon's minions do indeed mean to make them their own, then in seeking them out, perhaps Hargon too might be found.
Perhaps indeed. We shall endeavor to discover all that might be known about them.
One last thing before thou departest. This will make proof of thy bloodline to any who might seek such proof.
A mark of Cannock. And I'm eventually going to get, when I go home, I'll get the mark of Middenhall.
Mystic doesn't have a mark.
Thank you, Father, Mother. Now, I must away to adventure.
May fortune follow thee, beloved son. And shouldst thou ever find thyself in need, do not hesitate to return to us here.
Oh, poor Funguson. Where is poor Funguson? Oh, I guess poor Funguson is in poor Funguson's room, maybe. We never went up here the last time. There's pots to be looted. Please, Highness, promise me you will consider the feelings of others ere you open your mouth. Precious few save myself consider I was not thinking of a fitting excuse. Hear that, Kiirat? Stop saying stupid things all the time. You're making people upset. I know you're from a lesser house and only lower nobility, but still. It matters the things you say. Forgive me. It pains me indeed that I can do nothing to help. Could do not anything to prevent fair Moonbrooke's fall, nor can I go with you to avenge it. You can, though. And will eventually. Just not yet. Look how big my feet are. My big toe beans. Actually, I have been considering endearing nicknames for my cousin Mystic. Is Woof too on the nose? Assuming the nose is cold. I was thinking Poochie? Fine timing, friend. We have just taken a delivery of a most exciting selection of new items. Pray cast your eyes over my wares. Ooh, an axe? Holy shit, that axe costs 2 grand? I don't want the axe that bad. It would give an extra 10 attack though. I don't want it that bad. Jesus, Mystic can't equip any of these things. Actually, I do need to sell you things. In addition, allow me to reward thee. Oh, thanks. Stop giving me lottery tickets. Gosh. This. And this. Get rid of 2 of those. So glad that they didn't add any quality of life options to selling gear, like a sell all option. Just decided they'd keep it classic, so it would take you like an hour IRL to sell everything you have. Honestly, selling all this stuff is probably a bad idea. I probably should hold on to it until Fungusin joins the party so I can give, like, hand-me-downs to Fungusin, but, you know. Too late for that now. I've sold most of it. What if we gave Mystic the nickname Awoo? Like Uwu, but like what a dog says. Look at how much bigger and more impressive Castle Middenhall is than all of the other castles. Castle Cannock seems so meager in comparison.
Highness, these are the cells in which we keep the villainous and lowly. There's no place for a prince,
And especially not in a cat suit.
Say, friend, possesses thou the key to this here cell? Set a poor man free who hath done nail wrong in his life?
Beyond this point lie only reprobates and wrongdoers, too dangerous to approach. I would advise you go no further. Sorry, bud. Don't have the key to let you out. Ooh! It would seem that we, much like Castle Cannock, Castle Middenhall also has what is clearly a fiend in disguise in our dungeon. And if what we learned from Castle Moonbrooke is anything to go by, that they had fiends in their dungeon, this might not bode well for the future of Cannock and Middenhall. Items, crackle scroll. Who has the higher magic? Kiirat's wisdom is 60, Mystic's is 50. But to be fair, she's like 2 levels lower than him. Max MP 80, max MP 100? Okay. I think we're going to give Crackle to Mystic. Ooh. You're gonna remember that loss, Kiirat. That loss is gonna sting. That one's gonna stick with you for a long time. You'll never regain all those points. No more locked doors? Doesn't seem to be. Father! I have returned.
Princess of Moonbrooke, it is truly a relief to see thee well.
He's gonna ask where her father is again, isn't he? This must be so traumatic for Mystic. We're just bringing her to all the courts of the land where they just go, oh, you're alive! Thank God, I thought you were dead. Where's your dad? And it's like, burned alive after she was crippled by fiends in a magical duel. Oh. Yeah, it's fine. I've had to tell that story like 3 or 4 times at this point. It doesn't really affect me anymore.
Thou hast done me right proud in seeing the princess safely back to us, my son.
You can't see it because I don't have a webcam, but I am quite smug right now.
And you, young Cannock, thy father sent tidings of thine own heroism. I thank thee for resolving to accompany my son on his travels. I do not doubt that he is greatly emboldened by thy company.
Hear that, Kiirat? You're accompanying me. You're there to keep me company on my journey.
Alas, Moonbrooke is...
I see. So Hargon is indeed abroad once more. We must give thanks at least that thou wert delivered safely unto Middenhall, Princess. Thou hast suffered much, but thou wilt suffer no longer while I yet live. Pray, remain here in the castle, that no further danger might befall thee.
Oh, zoom
Thou
in.
hast my thanks, Majesty,
Maddox.
and yet I cannot accept this kindness. I am resolved to journey with my cousins, to see that Hargon pays for his crimes.
Thou art. We know not even where Hargon is to be found, and yet you would seek him out wheresoever he may be and slay him.
Well, we've been told by the entirely trustworthy Chancellor of Moonbrooke, or the entirely trustworthy Chancellor of what was once Moonbrooke, that if we jump off a tower, we should be able to find Hargon. So we're going to go down to the south and jump off a tower.
We would, and we will not be swayed. We will fight to the last to see that none of the other realms suffers the fate that befell Moonbrooke. For we are the descendants of mighty Erdrick, and this is our duty.
Indeed it is, and I applaud your recognition of it. Why, I'm halfway inclined to accompany you myself.
No, Dad, you know you have a bad hip.
And yet thou must needs remain here and guard thy realm. We understand, Majesty. None can know when the Horde might strike again.
You speak the truth, of course. My duty lieth here in Middenhall. The duty of ridding us of foul Hargon and returning peace to this world must fall to you, young heroes.
Actually, Funkusin, you've been playing World of Warcraft Classic recently. When is the Horde set to strike next?
I await your triumphant return.
Maybe we could tell my dad and it would like help him with defense preparation.
Thou wilt prevail, my son. Thou must.
Dad, not in front of my friends, you're embarrassing me.
This shall prove, should such proof ever be required, that thou art of the royal line of Middenhall.
Including the leaders of the Horde. It is a secret to everyone, including the leaders of the Horde.
May it aid thee in thy quest.
Look how grand this throne room is compared to all of the other. Like you could have a ball. You could throw a ball in here. People gallantly, like gracefully waltzing all about the place. Look how shiny that floor is. God. Truly, Middenhall is the greatest of the kingdoms. It is why it is the senior of all the kingdoms. And all other lesser kingdoms swear allegiance to it. Okay, so there's supposed to be a shrine to the south. I'm not seeing it.
Stand tall!
Wait. Why would there ever be doubt about my position as heir to Middenhall? Dad? Dad, why aren't you looking me in the eye? Have you... Dad? Dad? Don't walk away! Dad! Right, I suppose. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna fast travel to Moonbrooke and then see about going to this place just to see what it is, because the Chancellor definitely said that I should head south to the Tower of Wind and then head to the Dragon's Horns. One slime that ran away. Dumbasses, you don't stand and fight against the protag of a JRPG. That's so stupid. You're all stupid. Train of Flames. Moonbrooke. Let us not tarry here any longer than we need be. Moonbrooke is a silly place. Okay, Mystic's just gonna use that ability from now on all the time. Cool. Shiny. Chimera Wing. Sparring suit. Please tell me the sparring suit is bigger than it. Come on, it's tailored for martial artists in battle, to do battle in. How is it worse than my fursuit? God. And no one else can even wear it. For a significant amount of the game, yeah. I think the only thing that replaced it when we were in Dragon Quest 1, I think the only thing that replaced it was Urgic's armor, and I don't think I'm getting Urgic's armor in this game. Hey, Kiirat learned mid-heal finally, something that Mystic came with pre-installed. Splendid. Alright, Ferguson, I know you wanted to be in the group, but just because you're not allowed to be in the group right now doesn't mean you need to send your minions after us. That's just petty. God knows I could use a seed of agility. What the hell is this? Wait, we have not yet received the Windbreaker. We must journey first to the Pillar of Winds. I know! Ah, but of course, it lays southeast of Moonbrooke, was it? And that is where we too must go. Shrine west of... Wait, so is this the Dragon's Horns? I'm confused. Where are we? I thought this was the Dragon's Horn. Is this not the Dragon's Horn? I mean, I suppose it makes more sense that these two caves are the Dragon's Horns than this singular pyramid over here, when you think about it. But they were just like the dragon's horns were described to me as towers, not caves. Oh, lottery ticket. And a pointy hat. I would give Kiirat the pointy hat, but then his wisdom would be even more pathetic than it is right now. But alas, he is the only one that can wear the pointy hat. So Kiirat, I will leave it up to you. Would you like an extra 1 defense to lose 20 wisdom? Wisdom in this game, I think, being what constitutes how good you are with magic. Obviously not. Fair enough. Very wise choice. Not a choice you would have made if you were wearing the pointy hat, because you wouldn't have been wise enough. Oh, Staff of Anti-Magic. A scepter that can be used as an item in battle to stop a group of enemies from casting magic. A fun, fluffy adornment that will bring good fortune to anyone who wears it. Has anything about me led you to believe I would prioritize the faith? Well, I mean, you're called the Prince of Coffins for all the coffins that you put people in, right? And like, cause like you're able to outdamage them. Isn't that why they call you? Isn't that why they call you that? This is luck, right? I mean, I do need to give Mystic some accessories, but I don't think I need to give her accessories this badly. Give Kiirat an extra 6 attack power and give Mystic another like 8 attack power. We're grand as they are. We're grand as we are. Forgive me, but none may pass. You know not of what... Know you not of what hath befallen Moonbrooke? Yeah, well, no, we know. Oh, we know. Right. Roadmap soon. Okay, so quick traveling to this place wouldn't be any use to me. What I should do is quick travel to Moonbrooke. And then from Moonbrooke we can go... We have to go, what, like such a long way around to get to this place. Yeah, we might as well have a nap while we're here. Am I up to 10 yet? I think I'm only at 9. Yeah, I'm only at 9. The napping occurs down here. Right. We begin our long trek around these mountains. Just before I start the long trek around the mountains, I am right about where I'm going, aren't I? Yeah, I have to go up here and then down around these mountains, around this mountain chain, bridge, 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 across a desert, and then I'm there. There's no quicker way to get here, is there? No. Surrounded by mountains on every other side. Okay. Centipede. Good name. Out of curiosity, just so I have something to talk about while I'm going around this big ass mountain, what is everyone else playing at the moment? Or just in general? That's a big group of enemies. I started playing yesterday, I think I started playing it, was Kong's Survivor Instinct, which is love that move, which is basically a Metroidvania set in like the Monsterverse world, like the Universal Monsterverse, like King Kong, Godzilla, Mutos, all of that kind of shit. The combat system in it is fairly dire, but aside from that, it's really fun. Thought I soft-locked myself in it earlier today, because you open certain doors in that game with keys, and the keys are like instantly consumable. Found an instantly consumable key and was like, ooh, I could use this to progress the story where I am, or I could use it to like go back to the last area where I could use it to go back to the last area where there was a door I couldn't open. So I went back to the last area to open that door, and then was like, okay, well, that's done. I guess I'll continue with the story. Tried to continue with the story, and it was like, oh, I need a key for this door. Where do I get a key around here? This area is pretty small. Oh, that key that I found here was supposed to be for this door. Fuck. So I had to go back to the area where I actually used the key and find a key back there, which took me about an hour and a half. Great.
Stand tall.
But as I am playing that game, I realized that I don't actually know much about the Universal's Monsterverse movies. I watched like the original Godzilla movie, or the original Godzilla remake back in 2014 or whatever, and I think I saw the King Kong Skull Island movie way back when, but I hadn't really seen any of them since then. So I have now rewatched. Is there any shinies on this island? I have now rewatched Godzilla 2014 and Kong Skull Island, and I am now like an hour, I think, ish into Godzilla King of Monsters. Just the one where King Ghidorah, King Ghidorah, I think I'm pronouncing that right, shows up.
Marvelous.
It's the one with Millie Bobby Brown in it. Shiny. I'm playing Hungry Horrors in Sunken Land. Did Sunken Land get like a new update, or did you just get a hankering for it? Also, was I right in thinking that from those, I meant to reply to you, but I genuinely forgot. When you sent me that screenshot the other day, was that have you actually reached like the end of the current content for Hungry Horrors now? I will say for Kong Survival Instinct, as far as Metroidvanias go, it's very simple. In that there's not a lot of like, like usually Metroidvanias are built around the premise of like backtracking a lot and like going back and forth and like unlocking places, like going back to old places on doing stuff there that you couldn't the first time because you didn't have the required ability or item, and now you do, so like you've opened up a whole new part of the map. Not really a thing in Kong Survival Instinct. Like if you like mostly where that happens, it's like the section before where you are now, or like 1 or 2 sections before where you are now. There's no really big backtracking in it when you get new abilities. Like I got a key card at one point, and I really only had to go back like 1 screen to use that key card because there was nowhere before that required you to use a key card. And like on top of that, you can't, like, I noticed it especially when I was looking, like I was telling that story about how like I needed to go find a key to open a door, and while doing that, it really kind of hit me that with most Metroidvanias, you see the entire map. Like you're filling in the map as you go, but you can, like, if you've been to a place, you can look back over it. Whereas in Kong Survival Instinct, you can only do that in the section that you're in. Like if I was in like section F and I wanted to see what section C looked like, I have to physically make my way back to section C to see what it looks like. Which is not great in terms of like how I feel a Metroidvania should work. I've beaten the game that's been released so far. Fair play to you. Oh hey Mystic, welcome along. Supper over here in Canada. Running late, but wanted to pop in beforehand. It's me! Mystic joined the party. You're not gonna believe, Mystic. I'm gonna let Kiirat tell it to you because he's gonna tell it to you way funnier than I am. But you are not gonna believe the circumstances under which you joined the party. Merlin was killed by Morgana, by the way. But then Brahan the Seer started talking about Merlin the Blue and how he is bringing hundreds and thousands, so I imagine he'll be back. And he's coming with hundreds and thousands, which is lovely. That's a nice little bonus for you. Scene of magic. We are currently in the process of looking for a wingsuit so that we can jump off of a tower so that we can glide across a strait because none of us can swim. Also, I'm in a fursuit, so I would immediately sink.
We fight together.
Oh yeah, entirely forgot about letting you try out the catsuit. Why is Kiirat not healing Mystic? Equipment. There you go, Mystic. That's your set. You're a calico cat. That is a calico cat, isn't it? Ah, yes. Yep. So now we check your health by checking if your nose is cold. Looks like a Siamese. Okay. I know nothing about cats. And of course, right when I get on chat is when parents... Oh no! With the takeout. Oh no. Maybe she didn't hear that she used to be a dog. It's okay. We'll tell her again. We will delight in letting her know as many times as possible that her spirit animal is a pooch. A cower ring. Well, Mystic, this isn't to insult you. A cursed ring that causes... Okay, well, we're not giving her a cursed ring. I was going to give it to her because it was the only accessory we had, and she didn't have accessories yet, but...
Stand tall!
Or Burmese? Or Burma? I think they also have that cat. Burma? Burma? Something like that. Burma, yeah. B-U-R-M-A, yeah. Didn't Burma go by another name for a while? Something with an M. Oh god. Oh shit, actually. Sorry. I am going to have to make a swift cut right here. BRB. Right. And we are back. Sorry for that bit of delay. I had to oversee a crisis, but it's sorted now. And back we go to exploring this Temple of Winds, which seems to have a lot of fire in it for a temple that's supposed to be supposedly about wind, but... Well, at least Mystic has her magic, has her MP back, so she can do attacks again. Right, what does this level look like? Oh, okay, that's interesting. I'll go back down and go up the spiral staircase. Oh, what's the French doing? What are the French doing here? Thou must needs take care when treading near the tower's edge, friend. Will thou oblige me by showing such prudence? Yes? It seemeth thou art a careful sort. Hast thou perchance stumbled and fallen before, and thereby learned thy lesson? No? No. Mayhap thou findest the prospect of plummeting to thy death amusing? Huh? Such foolhardiness bodeth not well for thy future endeavors. Don't get too close to the edge. We can fall to our death, apparently. What are these things called? Raven Lunatic. I prefer Stark Ravens. Wow, that did not do a lot. That bang did not do a lot. And bang is like one of her strongest moves. We go again. Ooh, an agility ring. I desperately need that. A magical finger adornment that can make an acrobat out of anyone. No, what does the full moon ring do? Prevents me from succumbing to paralysis. Yeah, no, give me this. We'll give Mystic the full moon ring. Don't jump, Kiirat. We're at the top of a tower. Jesus. Be careful. I am no longer the slowest person in the party. This is a good day. Oh. That dude looks serious. Let's not mess with him. That looks like it's going to be a boss fight. Let's go this way. We might avoid the giant lump mage. I don't think anyone's ever been so high in the history of humanity. What are we up, like 5 stories? Can the human mind even comprehend being this high? Surely we can touch the gods from up here. Wait, did the did the ravens run away? I guess they brought their skulls with them. Okay, so you can only get into the inner ring by going up the inside. Good to know. No more treasure on this level. Back down we go. Alright, the lump mage is in the middle, so we don't want to go up the middle. Because I feel like we'd be sequence breaking if we did that. Also because I'm fairly sure it's a boss fight. And Kiirat doesn't have any MP right now, so he'd be kind of useful. He'd be kind of useless in a boss fight right now. You know what? No, I didn't mean to break your knees. I was fighting an old woman when I did that, I think. And when I defeated them, they said, "Oh, my knees." I was like, "Oh no, I didn't mean to break your knees."
Yeah. Yeah. Mid heal.
Thank you for the mid heal. Fucking bat can use bang? What the hell? Okay, there's the cape. Anyway, that's the cape that we're coming here for. I still don't know how that cape is going to help us. Like, look at it. Clearly, it's going to fit one of us. So what are we supposed to do? Like, one of us jumps across the gap, then, like, ties the fucking cape to a rock and throws it back, and then the next person goes. Is that how we're going to do it? How long until Kiirat levels up? 273, okay. Because like he needs to level up fast, like, because he's not able to do anything except like poke people with his lance. Maybe the cape is like a one size fits all. You're very funny, Kungson. Wait, how do I get there? Like, do I come down to get there? Is that how that works? Thorn whip. Good. I was worried that the thorn whip was going to be better than the chain whip, and I'd be like, no, a thing made out of vines is not stronger than my whip made out of fucking chains. Kiirat can also use a chain whip? Oh, chain whip is actually worse than Holy Lance. And the Thorn Whip is worse than a Snoo Stick. Good to know. So it's just terrible all around. Mini medal though. That's the main thing. Oh, thank God. Whew. Thank God Mystic just attacked him with the stick. I thought she was going to use the crackle AoE on like one person. Nothing in this room. Is there any more treasure on this level? There is one more treasure on this level. Somewhere. Oh! I know where the treasure on this level is. Yeah, I'd run away too, bird. I'd run away too. But yeah, the treasure on this level is the cape that's in there. And yes, I can only get the cape from coming down from above, so... She woos like no one else. Where does this go? Up we go. How many treasures on this level? 4. Probably some over here. What's all these fucking birds? Feels like it should be part of a puzzle, but it's clearly not. So the experience we're getting in here is not great. Vial of magic water. Chimera wing. And Seed of Wisdom. Okay, so Seed of Wisdom was okay, I guess. That means there's only one thing left to get on this level. It's probably in here. Or not. Now, granted, I haven't gotten the, is it Snoop, I think the skill is called? I haven't gotten the Snoop skill yet. That lets me see when, like, it makes items on the ground sparkle so that I can see them. Also going to change Kiirat back to, fight wisely. Because it's all well and good him buffing me all the time, but it's not really fucking useful. in most fights. Ah, that's the okay, that's the chest. Don't know how I get over there. But I do know that I think that's how I get down. To where the cape is. Three treasures on this level. There's one of them. Thank you for the heal. Ooh, a magical skirt. Kiirat, do you want to wear a magical skirt? No, no magical skirt for you, Kiirat. Only Mystic gets to wear the magical skirt, unfortunately. Maybe next time, buddy. A flashy garment that reduces damage from enemy spells. Cool. It's a bit of a shame that she's not fizzle retardant anymore, but, you know.
This may burn.
So I think it was random there, because Kiirat went before me and wiped out the rats, which is what I was planning on wiping out. And thankfully the game made me attack another group instead of one of the singulars by themselves. So yeah, there's still 2 chests on this level. Huh. Must be in there.
Sizzle.
Yeah, it really likes taking out those birds. Those rats. Don't know why I said birds. So Fungusin, anyway, I meant to ask when you come back for the Tuesday stream, are we all to look forward to some sexy, like, deep, raspy voiced Fungusin, where it's going to be like an ASMR version of pretending that you're not an embarrassment to all the previous leaders of Spain by the fact that you still leave Portugal to exist? Hey, Mystic leveled up. She is 14, and thus, by the rules of Crusader Kings, she is eligible to marry. Snap, crackle, poof. What does snap, crackle, poof mean? I have a vague memory of what snap, crackle, poof does. Purple sparks protect a single party member from... it's instant death, yes. Or it protects from instant death, more likely. Ooh, wind sickles. Is that a me thing? Oh, it's a Kiirat thing. Okay. Sadly, my voice is unchanged, so no ASMR mode activate. That's unfortunate. I was hoping like at least one stream of like raspy voiced fungus in Batman. But alas, I suppose that will have to remain in my dreams. I don't know if I'm a fan of the Ravens being able to go twice. Oh good, there's no treasure left on this level. Fantastic. A Zin scroll. What the hell is Zin? Congratulations, Kiirat. You can now Zin. Zin to win. What does Zin do? Sometimes resurrects an ally. At 1 HP. Sometimes. Sometimes. Not guaranteed. Truer words have never been spoken, Kiirat. And I'd have you no other way. Thank you for the mid-heal. Mystic who mid-healed me. Even though Kiirat can mid-heal me, he chose not to. Oh no, this is the one I did. Well, at least Kiirat knows how to use mid-heal. Only on himself, apparently, but it knows how to use it. Isn't it going to be very funny in the future when the only person on our team that can resurrect people is always the first one to die? Won't that just be like a jolly old hoot? I am going to evac. I'm going to evac because it's quicker than having to go down this entire fucking tower. One treasure left on this level. Where? I'm back! I did see the cat, so don't worry on that. And the dog would not have been my guess for meeting me, but okay. Seriously though, you have to go back. Like when you watch this, when you watch the VoD of this, you're gonna fucking love it, Mystic. Cause like we turn you from a dog back into a princess. Like a whole cutscene happens. It's really sweet. And then the very first attack that you do when we get you out of the town and into combat is you go "Awoo!" at someone and do damage to them. The timing was perfect. And I hate the architects who design towers in JRPGs. Would it kill you to just have like a central staircase? Then it's not a maze. You're trying to protect your treasures in here. You like this is like the Leaning Tower of Pisa version of a pyramid, right? It's like they wanted to have all of the accoutrement of inside a pyramid and keeping people safe and keeping treasures safe, but they wanted it to be a tower. Oh no, you howl in human form. You still regularly do that. That's one of your main attacks, is just going "Arrrr" at people and then doing damage to them. It's called Call of the Wild. So we're going this way. Oh no! Oh, that's bad. I mean, not for me, but for Kiirat and Mystic, that's bad. You see? Do you see, Mystic? It's clear. It'll be clearer for you in the VoD, because when it happened to us first, Kiirat and I couldn't believe what had actually happened. Nearly pissed myself laughing. So the next fight that we got into, I had to slow it down to make sure it was actually your character that was going "Arrrr!" and then attacking people. But as we said, you now have the ability called Dig, and when you attack people, you go "Arrrr!" So, like, clearly some of the transmogrification hasn't fully faded from you yet. No. No, that's definitely a dog. That's definitely a dog's howl. All right. Thank you. Nice. There we go. Going to use some items before we do this. Magic water. Alright, and some medicinal herbs. Alright, so we're all on full magic, full health. Change the tactics so that you guys follow orders. Let's go fight this lump mage.
We know all its slaves. First we are ordered to reduce an entire realm to lumps of rubble, then sent seeking trinkets here and yon.
Lump Father? Great name.
He's gonna give him a lump he can't refuse.
And they will know easy marks those.
You were among the fiends who assaulted Moonbrooke.
Fuck, I skipped the last line. Alex.
And who might you be? What brings little lumplings like you to such a place as this?
How? Do your legs even work? Did you literally use a spell? Did you literally use magic to turn around and look at us? Dude. I mean, best I can think of is there is comparing Jade. He's comparing to Jade keeping her vampire thing as Act 2. But dog is not nearly as cool. No. It's cute. It's adorable. You really like scritches behind the ears now. But aside from that,
You answer my question. Did you lay waste to fair Moonbrooke?
Oh, by the way, you're on a personal revenge quest and you are not fucking about. Like, Kiirat and I are out here for justice and to save the world. You were out here to kill motherfuckers. You were out here for cold-blooded revenge and nothing else. When you get your revenge, maybe then you'll be like, okay, we should also save the world. But until then, if it came between fucking, like, saving a village of orphans or Hargon is over that hill, let's go kill him, you're going over that hill.
Aye, but I did not rain down my spells of destruction alone. Half the cruelest clumps of fiend flesh I ever laid eyes upon were there.
You... No. My poor countrymen.
You are one of the lucky few who escaped our clutches, I take it. But it was clearly not your wits that preserved you, Cloud.
Yeah, keep rubbing it in, dude. This'll make her kill you even slower. Also, is it just me or does he look like Grimace?
For only a lumpen fool would throw away a life so recently saved.
Look out!
Right. I think Hawkeye Claw is my best move at the moment. Oh no, an overhead swing slams into a single, reducing their defense. I could reduce his defense even more, that one could be good. Strike that is nigh undodgeable, unblockable, and unstoppable even when the user is bedazzled. I think Helm Splitter I'm gonna try. Employs fancy footwork. Flex enemy attacks to an enemy or an ally. Group of enemies. See does fizzle work? Probably won't, but we'll try. All of the Wild summons a wolf warrior that unleashes 4 strikes on all enemies. Stop crackling. Prevents instant death and status elements. Defizzle. There is a single ally that affects a fizzle. I'm just gonna put Snap, Crackle, and Poof on Twitchy Bro.
Be strong! Oh!
157 damage is really good. Spells. Buff on Mystic. Heal yourself.
Stand tall!
So, Monster Strength again. I can't wait till I get Walk on the Wild side. That'll be useful. Need to re-up the buff on Twitchy Poo. Actually, it'll last for this turn. I'll do it next turn. Buff yourself.
Splendid!
Okay. Snap, crackle, and poof is gone. Buff is gone. Do Helm Splitter again. Kiirat is going to buff Richipu. And Mystic is going to mid-heal Kiirat.
Stand tall!
Okay, that shouldn't really affect us being decelerated. Okay, so he's still sapped. Off seems to be holding on everyone. I'm gonna try and fizzle him. Heal on Twitchy Poo might not be the worst idea. Probably should have given her. Probably should have given Mystic like magic waters that she could give to Twitchy Poo. And as I'm saying that, I'm remembering Twitchy Poo. We don't have any Mystic. We don't have any magic waters left. So let's try envelop him in an illusion and see does that work.
My apologies.
Nice. Okay, so what was it that didn't work there? It was him trying to use Dazzle. Oh, it was Fizzle, I think. More. Mid heal on Twitchy Poo. Actually, off on Mystic. Mid heal on Twitchy Poo.
Stand tall!
Mid heal!
Okay, he's in yellow. Took fucking ages to get him into yellow. Would you not give me the magic skirt? I would have liked to do a dodgy dance with the magic skirt. The game wouldn't let me! Don't blame me! Blame the sexist game! Not me, I wanted to give you a magical skirt. You saw me, you heard me. I wanted to give you the magical skirt. Game wouldn't let me. Game that's prejudiced, not me. Kiirat, reapply buff to yourself. And Mystic, reapply Dazzle to the enemy.
Oh! You shall suffer!
Mid heal on Mystic. Wait, do I need to mid heal? I could just heal Mystic and it'll be alright. Heal Mystic. And Mystic. I'm gonna actually get you to do Echo. Because that sap that I put on him at the start of the fight seems to have just stayed. Like he hasn't lost it. Like the dazzle wears off and like fizzle wears off, but the what abilities does she have? Let's try Call of the Wind.
Oh! My thanks!
Sounds like you're just making excuses to keep the skirt to yourself. I don't have the skirt! I would also be a fan of having the skirt. Alas, I do not. Mystic. Mystic is the only person allowed to wear the skirt, apparently. Blame her. Ooh, that was quite powerful. Okay, his defense has returned to normal. That's not good. I'm gonna have to do sap again, can I? No, it's not me that does sap. Okay, so Kiirat, you just have to, I mean, yeah, you have to mid-heal yourself. And Mystic, you have to sap.
Much
once.
better.
How does it feel?
Okay. Now I attack. Kiirat buffs me, and Mystic does. I imagine, like, the reason I keep on using Call of the Wind is because, like, I imagine his magic defense is quite good, but I suppose we'll find out. Oh no, his magic defense is not good. Magic defense is shit.
We fight together.
There you go. What did I kill him with?
My poor people,
94 damage.
slain by these horrors.
That was a long fight. Easy fight. I was never in any danger, even in the slightest, but long. Cool, now I can get my provisional driver's license. Ooh, double-edged slash.
We did it! We laid the creature low! Huzzah!
Calm down, Kiirat. It's like the second boss monster we've killed. Mystic takes the list out of her pocket and marks one name off. It's like, the mission isn't over. Oh, she's finally letting herself feel grief.
My people. My father suffered at the hands of such. Forgive me. This is not behavior befitting one of Erdrick's line.
What? What? Erdrick's Lane isn't allowed to feel emotions, is it? Go way out of it. You just destroyed an evil monster that could have hurt loads of other people. You're doing Erdrick's Lane incredibly proud.
Nonsense. It would befit a hero far less to greet the loss of kith and kin with stiff-lipped stoicism.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Erdrick let one fairy die and he nearly had a fucking breakdown.
Now come. The hour grows late. Let us turn in. I shall take the first watch.
As long as she doesn't pull out a demon-possessed gun, I'm down for revenge. There's Kiirat sleeping flat on his back on a hard concrete slab, as is tradition back in Cannock.
You must be tired, cousin. Come, allow me to take the next watch.
Yeah, we share responsibility here. Not gonna mollycoddle you.
I have lost much. That cannot be denied. But I am not alone.
And you never will be.
And for that, I am truly grateful.
Lovely.
Come, friends. The windbreaker shall be ours this day. I shall eat my hat.
You don't have a hat, Kiirat. Are you talking about the goggles? Wait, is that not hair on Kiirat's head? Is that a hat? How far is everyone else from leveling up, by the way? 800 for Kiirat, 400 for Mystic. Ooh, a top hat! Kiirat is the only one that gets to wear a top hat. Again, Kiirat, made from the finest silk going, this hat can transform even the blandest of outfits. It will increase your defense by 7 points, but it will reduce your wisdom by 20. I think I had to cut 2 holes in my hat on other sides for the middle of the hair to go through, yeah. Defense. Bleh. Alright. Where I'm going, I don't need defense. Straight to the grave? Is that where you're going? Oh. What's the artist called? I can't. Give me a second. I have it in my musical library. I'll check. Come on, where is it? Is this not what it's called? Putting on the Ritz? Fuck's sake, I'm gonna have to Google this. Taco. If anyone is unfamiliar with the classic 1980s music video of Putting on the Ritz by Taco, that is now who I imagine Kiirat to be. Surprised it didn't blow away. Windbreaker is ours at last. Indeed. And now that we have it, we must journey to where are we going next? To the shrine west of Moonbrooke. Our destination lies beyond it. Let us away. to the place that we went to first. Because I went to the wrong part. There it is. The Shrine West of Moon. It's literally called the Shrine West of Moonbrooke. Should we come up with a name for that shrine? Like, are we dedicating it to anyone in particular? It's like, it's west of Moonbrooke. Just call it the Shrine West of Moonbrooke. We'll fix it later. 200 years passed and they never fixed it. Halt! State thy purpose. Praise the heavens. You are all unharmed. Forgive me. Some of you may not know my face. I am your princess, Mystic of the House of Moonbrooke. Again, I will argue the fact Mystic is no longer a princess. She is royalty, yes, granted, but royal titles require they require royal claims. They require you to be able to like say, I am landed, this is my land. Even if it's just a fucking house. Even if it's just a single manor. But Mystic has nothing. Everything Mystic owned was on fire. Or covered in poison. Mystic is still royalty. She's not a princess. Or a queen. It's not even that she's in exile. Like she could go back to Moonbrooke right now. It's just there's nothing there. She'd be sitting in a toxic waste dump that parts of which are still on fire. And it is currently being roamed about by monsters.
Princess Mystic? Hold. Have you forgotten already what befell the capital? How are we to be certain that these are not fiends clad in some robes of illusion? Could it truly be so? The maiden before us is the very spit of the princess. Mine eyes have oft beheld her at the castle. Perhaps, but the risk is too great. We cannot risk further tragedy. Forgive us, but we cannot permit you to pass. Not without clear and undeniable proof of your identities and of your intent.
Well, in which case... we have the mark of Canuck, and much more impressively, the mark of the senior kingdom of Mittenhall. Behold, I am the Prince of Canuck, and besides me stands my more beautiful and far more nobler cousin, the Prince of Mittenhall.
Forgive us, Highnesses.
Alas, the mark of Moonbrooke was lost in the recent attack. Perhaps this will suffice in its stead? The windbreaker, which my father, the king, did wear before me. Is the sound that echoes through the cave as she takes out the windbreaker.
The very same cloak that he did don that day when he leapt from atop the castle. Such an almighty commotion, I remember it well.
It seems everybody does. Your father was evidently quite the troublemaker in his day. Indeed. And to think he called me little imp on so many occasions.
Forgive us once more for our insolence. You may pass, Highnesses. Have a care. Fiends beyond this point do grow ever fiercer.
Fine. We'll be fine. Mini medal, tight. Queen in exile, followed by her trusted cousin, the Prince of Canuck, and that mute furry they picked up along the way. I mean, Excellent guards. These guys get promotions when I remake the kingdom. Wonderful job. There's probably mimic monsters out there. I mean, there definitely is. They look, granted, they normally look like chests, but there are definitely monsters in Dragon Quest that can look like people. Usually they're special monsters with, like, unique names, but... In the desert beyond lieth an oasis where merchants do gather. 'Tis also one of few precious places where one might find respite amid the sands. Not yet. Just want to see what's out here first. Where the Christ are we? Okay. So where does the other exit lead? Here do we give refuge to those who lost friends and family, that they might find meaning again in the tragedy that befell them. Oh, it's a magic door. Okay. Okay. My god, look at that flowing water. That looks gorgeous. That looks beautiful. These games are so pretty. Right. Last time I saved was at the start of the stream. And we've gained like 3 levels. And for those of you on YouTube, that will be me done here for this episode of Dragon Quest. In the next episode, please join us when we climb to the top of a tower and then go, there's nothing to be done about it, this world is hopeless, as we jump off said tower to our inevitable end. Thank you for following along. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.